Hey, John here with Crypto With Us. Came across an interesting story recently. Shark Tank star involved with crypto. You can read that at our website and blog. Many of you are familiar with the show Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary is one of the stars of the show. I would say he's perhaps the most disciplined traditionally disciplined investor on that program. You have a lot of entrepreneurs come in there, say, hey, I want to get, $100,000 for 10% of my company. And then they get down to it. And Kevin says, okay, you have a valuation of $1 million. What are your sales? Well, we don't really have any sales yet, but we think we're going to do this. Typically he's out. He gives people the business for coming and making presentations like that. So he was on CNBC very recently and announced that he was a part of, I guess the best way to say it would be an ICO, an initial coin offering, that's going to be coming out in the next few weeks, based around a New York City hotel brand, where that hotel brand is going to, in essence, sell up to $400 million worth of its value through an ICO. Now, how this ICO is different from your traditional crypto ICOs is your normal crypto ICOs, they don't have any security behind them. They're not backed by any assets. Their value is what the market perceives it to be, the interest in the coin or token, and then the scarcity of that token in the trading market. But this particular ICO, if you will, is backed by security. It's going to be backed by a portion, I think O'Leary said 1/3 of that hotel chain's value. So it's almost like, selling a stock, selling an asset. Here's a portion of our business, not the entire business. They're going public with about 1/3 of the value of their asset. And it also falls within compliance of SEC rules and regulations. If this works, if this is successful, I think you're going to see more and more things like this, as I write in the article. Again, you can read that at Crypto With Us. O'Leary says, instead of a stock or a share, it's a coin with smart contract approved by the SEC. You'll be an owner of 1/3 of this hotel. And if it works, it'll be the first of its kind. But this was the big takeaway for me at the end. He says, quote, I'm a believer that asset-based coins will replace small cap stocks. He added that ICOs backed by real assets would allow companies to circumvent much of the Wall Street middlemen apparatuses, such as the army of investment bankers and venture capitalists, and sell directly to would-be stakeholders like you and me, removing the middleman, lowering the cost, threat to institutional financial industries, banks, etc., which we've talked about a lot on this space. This is something to keep an eye on. We'll probably have an update to this in a few months after we see how it works. If it works, big curveball to the way things are presently done. And I like that. Thanks for watching.